After coaching swimming for 12 years, Patrick Williams decided to abandon the pool. What brought him back to the deck after a decade away was his son Peyton.
He came to a swim meet to watch one of his friends and decided he wanted to do it. So we got involved about 3 or 4 years ago as parents and then started coaching again.
Like most boys his age, Peyton loved sports and wanted to participate in as many as he could.
He was a 5-sport player, but he really didn't excel at any of them. I would say probably swimming was the one that he probably was the best at. He wasn't a superstar at any of them, but he really enjoyed the camaraderie of being on teams, and he really was a kid that enjoyed being a part of whatever sport he was in.
On October 2nd, one day before his 14th birthday, Peyton spent the day cheering on his beloved Auburn football team. On the way home from the plains, though, the Williams family's world changed.
State troopers say around 2:35, 63-year-old Betty Williams of Boaz was traveling west on Highway 280 just outside Auburn when her 2005 Ford Focus left the roadway for an unknown reason. Troopers say her 13-year-old grandson, Peyton Williams, was ejected from the rear seat. The 13-year-old was pronounced dead on the scene.
The loss is immeasurable. I don't think there's any way you can put it into words, but there's just like a gaping hole sort of in your gut that will always be left there. It will never be filled.
Then, just months after Peyton's passing, as the head coach of the Boaz swim team, Patrick had to return to the sport he shared with his son.
The difficulty that it was coming out on this pool deck the first time, knowing that he was no longer a part of this team. This was the only sport I had coached him in. Extremely difficult. But the way I look at it is I've got 129 other kids out here, and they're like mine, and I try to treat them that way.
Though never a superstar, Peyton did everything he could to be a good teammate, and his teammates were there in turn to lift up their head coach. The Barracudas dedicated the 2011 season to his son Peyton. My
wife and I it really took us off guard. We didn't expect that, but we were really happy we did, that they wanted to honor him that way. And these kids can look at that picture every day and see what a good teammate is, because that's what he was.